Alright, what I have here is my Schlage Primus. This is a mortise cylinder. So it has 6 regular pins and 5 finger pins or side pins, however you want to call them. So I'm just gonna begin because this might take a while. Here's the key. There's the sidebar, or the side cuts. The first one always gives me problems because it's behind this tension wrench. Out of the Primus locks I do have, this is probably the easiest one. Because for whatever reason, okay, there we go. For whatever reason, this sidebar is really easy to pick. So here's a number 2 hook, the nickel plated, I believe. Okay, there we go. So not very hard at all. Here are the cuts again in the sidebar. So for whatever reason, it's maybe because they're all deep cuts. I'm really not sure, to be honest with you. I don't really have too many Primus keys or locks to compare it to. But yeah, that's that. Here's another Primus. This one is much harder to pick. This is an Everest Primus. So there's this and there's this. So alright, I think I'm gonna gut it with the key because it's hard to keep everything intact. The finger pins, that is. Because when you get it with the key, they're not gonna come flying out. Okay. A little dirty. All right. So here's the sidebar, looking like this. And you can kind of see the little pieces in there, the little pins. where they have to fit into these notches over here. Clear out some of this, some of these springs. Oh shoot. Yeah, I'm kind of disorganized here. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I just want to, I'm just going to dump the key pins here. That's not really important. Alright. Get rid of the little springs for the sidebar, because you don't want to lose anything. Okay. And alright, so here's what the side pins look like. Try to take those out one at a time. And then I'll try to leave the springs in there, just to make it easier to put back together. Alright, so the little springs are sitting in there. And these are what the finger pins look like. Just little notches in there. And they wear pretty well because they're steel. So, for you who don't know how the sidebar works, here's the first finger pin here. It's gonna work itself into the sidebar, like so, and it has to be just about perfect height and at the perfect angle, because they can be turned and lifted, and they'll sit in there something like that. And there's not much play in there, but with this particular one anyways, the sidebar isn't a big problem. You just have to have the right tool to get underneath them, and something that's has a small profile, so you can go ahead and lift them up. I'm going to dump the springs out. So the finger pins are going to be sticking out in here, and you just need to run a tool underneath. And this number 2 hook just happens to work perfectly for this. For the Primus Everest, I have to use a small flag, but for this one, the number 2 hook works perfectly. And I bought these blue ones off of Peterson. I figured I'd show these off. These are their cheap picks. I think these were like $1 each. I shine these up. I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna dip them in Plastidip, but I have to get some kind of thinner for it, because it kind of dried out, so give them these yellow handles. Alright, thanks for watching, and happy picking.